Oh,
Yeah, they gave up. Breaking news.
we have a trade, and the Lakers at the center. Oh my goodness, they gave up a lot.
Yeah, they gave up basically what we just said for Walker Kessler. They gave up for Mark Williams.
That's
a lot.
That's a lot. Oh,
Yeah, they.
wow.
We were just talking about it.
Wow. Oh, Daniel, my initial reaction is that's a lot.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not too familiar with Mark Williams. I don't watch a ton of Hornets games. But, I mean, he's better than Jackson Hayes. But, yeah, like you said, this is a lot.
This is
Gave up dog, man.
16 and 10 this year. Almost a block and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go write this. I hate to.
No, go ahead, Bounce. I got it.
All right. Maybe I'll come back on after.
No problem. Oh my goodness. Everybody, we've got a trade. How do we all feel?
I'm cool. I'm just.
Man. I want to get fired up and excited about this. I'm a little worried this is a lot for Mark Williams. Mark Williams struggles to stay in front of people defensively, but he's kind of a beast too at the same time. Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, the unprotected pick, and a pick swap
for
Mark Williams. Whoa. Holy moly. The Lakers are going all in to get Mark Williams. Chat, let me know how we feeling. Do we like this? They're going all in to win right now. There's no question. Now, I will say, Anthony Davis made Mark Williams look very, very slow last time when the Lakers played the Hornets. That said, 16 and 10, 1.2 blocks, he's 23 years old. This is a young player. This is somebody that could be part of the future. He's a great lob threat. Luka is going to have a blast throwing lobs for this guy. So there's that too. And if you're the Lakers, you didn't give up a significant piece of your rotation. You gave up Dalton Connect. You gave up some picks. But ultimately, you keep Root, you keep King. The Lakers are locked and loaded. And they're not ready to roll. When you look at what Mark Williams is doing this year. Chat, I'm going to make a poll here for everybody. And let me know what you guys think about this. Big Wood said Trevor's happy. I'm happy. I'll tell you what. To me, this is a Walker Kessler package. And I think I'll be honest, I think it's a little bit of an overpay. Mark Stein, hey, I respect the hell out of Mark Stein, says I think the Lakers might have just won the trade deadline. So obviously there's something there. They are going all in. No question. Keith Smith going to be jumping on here late night. Keith, I'll be honest. I want to get fired up about a Lakers trade. My initial reaction is I think they might have overpaid a little bit here.
Yeah, the picks have worked a little too far for me. I mean, this is it. Gave up the end of your asset piece to make this move. I like Mark Williams a lot. I will say, yeah, people can go look it up.
Bro, pass me the ball, man. What's up with y'all niggas?
You can find the halftime show ripped him to shreds because he literally was out there just jogging up and down the court, doing nothing. Now the Hornets stink. They have nothing to play for. They're awful, so I'm not going to rip them too much for that. When he's right, he's an incredible rebounder on both ends of the floor. Great shot blocker. He has one of the largest standing reaches in the league. Finishing needs a little bit of work, but he's a really good player. On the connect, in the essentially 2 picks, that's the 30 pick swap we most. if that'll come into play. But that's a pretty hefty price.
It is. Lob threat wise, Worcester should have a lot of fun doing lob for this week, though.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he can get off the floor. He's not Derek Lively athletic, but he can still get up off the floor. Again, one of the largest standing reaches in NBA history. He's a pretty massive dude. There was a point, too, it hasn't come along in the NBA. There was a point, too, where people thought he might eventually develop a decent jump shot. This year, again, he struggled a little bit to finish around the rim. Not quite the same level that he was in prior seasons. He did have serious injuries his first 2 years in the league. So that's a little worrisome. So we'll see, kind of how that, comes into play. But if he's healthy, I think this is a, good pickup for the Lakers. This is a pick.
Yeah, I mean, you figure with Dalton Connect, the Dalton Connect is worth it. I've done at least the first, since you've been doing on the contract so far.
Yeah. Damn, I can't even pass the ball.
So this is
That's off anyway.
For Mark Williams. Now, Steve, I haven't done the salary cap math on this. I haven't punched into the trade machine yet. I don't know if you have, but Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, that's going to be what, like $6 million in salary they'll have. This also opens up a roster spot. This could lead to the Lakers adding another player as well, because I believe it should save money as well as open up a roster spot for them, unless there's more to this deal that's going to come out.
Yeah.
Motor Trend praised its interior climate. I just named it a top safety plus. So, does the CX-30 comfort you and protect you? Well, find out.
You want to become a certified project manager? Aren't sure about the skills you need? The PMP certification at Project is just the thing. Learn the basics of project management and get yourself ready for the PMP certification exam. Anytime access on that's helpful. Thanks for this program. So grab this course and learn on.
Let's see, Connect 3.8, Reddish is 2.5, so call it 6.3 going out, and then coming back in is about 4.1. So yeah, about 2.2 million saved, which is a full middle of or full of that minimum amount there. Lakers, it is important to know too, still have their taxpayer MLE, and using it now. Might as well. They're already hard capped after second age. So they've got $5 million there that they can spend if things move quickly in the buyout market, which generally they do. It's usually within a day or two after the dust settles from the trade deadline, that if guys are getting bought out, that they do end up getting bought out. So, yeah, they'll be active now. The issue will be the big money buyout guys. Clearly, that comes to that. Those are the guys who won't be available for. But, if it's someone like Trey Jones, if they want to add another guard, if the Bulls end up buying him up, Monte Morris could potentially be bought up for the point guard. So, kind of funny blast from the past name, but Marvin Bagley could be somebody who could potentially be available. But we'll have some options here now on those with us.
Yeah, so there's more to this than just Mark Williams. You're opening up the roster spot as well. A little bit more spending power below the second-tier apron. They will still be hard capped at that second-tier apron, but they could still go be a player now on the buyout market. They still can't sign a player who gets bought out making more than the MLE. That's more than $12.8 million, but they could potentially go add somebody that does get cut free. So that's something to keep an eye on. Now, Mark Williams' contract, 23 years old. $4 million this year, $6.2 million then restricted free agency. So there's team control there with him, and he's a young player. So this is an investment, not necessarily in just who Mark Williams is right now, but given that the Lakers are going all in with their assets here, this is an investment into Mark Williams' future and making a tandem with him and with him.
Yeah, 100%. You don't make this trade if your intention isn't that Mark Williams can be your long-term starting center. You can't give up this money. in trade for him, and I think he can be. I think for the Lakers, there's a world where we're talking about 2-3 years from now, he is the starting center with that. You just got to keep him healthy. That's been the knock the first 2 years. He's had some back stuff. He's had some foot and leg stuff. None of it seems like it should be chronic, which is good. So if he's past all of that should be in a pretty good place there for the Lakers to really kind of keep it moving. I would say too, if we just rewind back briefly, that's savings of $2 million more. Just under 15 hours to go till the trade deadline. There could be another down. That's just a little bit more flexibility under the second apron if they wanted to make another trade, if there was one more thing that kind of came up. And they're still sitting on some tradable salary if there's another move to be made. I wouldn't necessarily predict that. I mean, heck no, it's not. This team, I mean, I just published on Twitter this long list of, it looks like somebody tweeted back, like, if you told me you made that up, I'd be like, yeah, that's all foolishness. Leading off, of course, with Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. But, yeah, they've got a little bit more flexibility, too, between now and tomorrow's deadline. So, I guess today's deadline.
Now, Mark Williams is 7 foot with a 7'6" wingspan. And this is, hey, Luka, look what we got. That's what this is all about. We just got you somebody to catch and finish these lobs. Chat obviously is going crazy, getting excited about this. Keith, I still feel like it's a bit much, but 23 years old, can't argue too much with that. I thought this is more of a Walker Kessler package. Let me ask you, what's the gap between Mark Williams and Walker Kessler?
I think the high-end potential, Williams still has more. He's just simply a better athlete than Walker Kessler is. So, and I think with Luka specifically, that's good. Because imagine you get Walker Kessler, opposing teams are not going to be too afraid of attacking a Luka Doncic, Walker Kessler guarding the two-man game action. Kessler's very good, but the one thing he doesn't do is move his feet super well. So you're kind of there. Williams can do that. He can get out and kind of at the hard edge and the color type stuff on the perimeter because he can move. He's also really good on the offensive glass.
My fault, bro. I didn't know what analog you was.
A lot of possessions for the Lakers. He's pretty good at playing on his out as well. And keeping possessions alive that way. So I think that's going to be one of the things that's going to really pop out here. I mean, this is surprising, and I mean, I know this is a Lakers Nation show, but kind of good for the Hornets, right? Like, you're not going anywhere with Mark Williams, so you might as well, pick up another shooter and connect, and then pick up a couple additional draft assets as well. So I like it, but I'm with you on saying a little bit of an up.
Yeah, I think it is a bit of the Lakers also position where they had to get somebody. I'm a little surprised after what Mark Williams said about the market and all that, but it appears maybe that was a bit more smoke from Rob. Some smoke and mirrors talking about how it's going to be a minor move, they're not going to go all in, all that sort of stuff. But nonetheless, the Lakers now have their center. Let me bring in Ryan Ward here from Lakers Days to pop in. Ryan, I'm shocked here. What are you thinking about this trade here for the Lakers? Mark Williams from Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, unprotected 2031 first and a 2030 swap.
Who the hell is Mark Williams? I'm just kidding. I mean, where did this come from? And the fact that we give up connection and all this, the fact that we've been saying it's kind of a bit much for this guy. Like, why was the price higher for second?
Right, I mean, I don't think Kessler was available at all.
Like, you don't think he's getting shocked at all? I mean, he's probably not like this, right? Like, he wasn't getting shocked. Yeah, I mean, this is such a high price on here. It's really Trevor and I talking because if you want to get stupid, we'll talk, but if Steve Holmes and let's not, we're not really that together. Feel with Walker Kessler that he fits in with their team right now. and whatever is wrong, he can really yelling to fit in with them. And they really like the way he works with their young guards in that group there. So, and he's proven so far to be a pretty solid front court partner for Laurie Markkinen. But when they have all their guys, they've actually played pretty okay in this year. They're not talent. Yeah. Yeah, they're just not aligned. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how. But Mark Williams is a reasonable facsimile of them. Where you could get, I said before you hopped online, he's more athletic than Walker Kessler, which I think actually helps the Lakers a little bit more with. Yeah, it's going to be, especially after Luka and LeBron in the immediate years, and long term, I think Williams is about one there. How old is the You young guy? Yeah, he's only 30. Okay. Yeah, so this is long term.
This is long term. This is been a guy for the future. John, I've seen him listed at 17. I've seen him listed at 17. But John says he's 17. I'm sure that's what Mark Williams is telling. 17 center. Given the franchise, starting center in Williams is his football profile with athleticism and verticality that is flourished with Luka. That's the exact type of player that Russell was talking about. If you told me this was Washington Ice, Darren Leonard, and a quick swap, I'd be all about it. The fact that you gave up the unprotected first and Johnson Connect, then I feel like they maybe went a little too far. Especially, they need to even sell the Connect and the pick, and then without the swap, it's the combination of all three where I feel like maybe they gave a little bit too much. But you know what? And the Lakers, it's pretty good. If they think he's going to be their center for the next 5 years, 10 years, whatever, then it's a home run, right? If that's what they get out of it.
Yeah, if he plays well in LA, that's a big difference. I think a lot of people forget. No matter how big you are, sometimes you come to LA and play like something too much. You know what I mean? And what's your playing?
Some people just love it, so you can get some tricks by checking Allstate first. Maybe you can check your outfit first before meeting Allstate family. So check Allstate first for favorite cleaning shelters.
Hello, welcome to the Collections Podcast. We talk about the NBA2k25 late on Wednesday night, joining me from the center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where he was with the Lakers. I would be honest with you, Bontemps, as we record this podcast, I have no idea who won.
All right, welcome to Hoops Tonight here at the Volume Wednesday, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great week. Well, the Golden State Warriors finally got a secondary star for Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler traded from the Miami Heat to the Bay. We're going to be breaking down that deal from the perspective of both teams. I'm also working on a bigger trade deadline reaction that I plan on doing tonight, but I'm actually pushing until tomorrow morning. We want to talk Fox to the Kings. We want to talk Fox to the Spurs, Levine to the Bulls. I want to talk Kuzma to the Bucks. I have more thoughts on Luka to the Lakers and just whether or not they should feel some more urgency short term. So we get into all of that in tomorrow morning's episode. Tonight, just hitting Jimmy to the Warriors. If you guys have a deal before we get started, subscribe to the Hoops Tonight YouTube channel. Don't miss any more of our videos. Follow me on Twitter @_DaceDalhoops. You guys help me show announcements. Don't forget to podcast. People are these podcasts on the Hoops Tonight. It's super helpful if you leave a rating and a review on that front. We also have great social media feeds on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're releasing content throughout the year. Make sure you guys follow us there. And last but not least, keep dropping mailbag questions in the YouTube comments so that we can hit them on Fridays throughout the remainder of the year. All right, let's talk some basketball. So there's still a bunch of the Warriors are getting Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's agreed to a 2-year, $121 million contract extension as part of the deal. The Heat are getting Andrew Wiggins and PJ Tucker. Looks like maybe Kyle Anderson. It looked like he was originally heading to the Raptors, but now he's not. They're also getting a protected first-round pick. There are some other moving parts. It looks like Dennis Schroeder's getting rerouted to the Jazz. Rudy Waters is getting rerouted to the Pistons. I feel this weird energy surrounding the Warriors all year. One that I disagree with, and that I push back against a lot of leadership, which is that they're well coached. They play super hard. They're led by a top 15 player in the league. They have a top 10 defense. They're super deep with role player talent. I was looking at this earlier. With the recent play of Gisan this year that have played quality minutes for the Warriors at various times, you can actually push that up to 16 if you want to count Anthony Miller. They reached some really high highs. According to Cleveland Glass, they have 11 wins this year against teams that are in the top 10 as point difference. That's the third most in the entire NBA. They have a win against the Celtics. They have 2 wins against the Houston Rockets. They have 2 wins against the Memphis Grizzlies. They have 2 wins against the Oklahoma City Thunder. But there's a through line. There's a consistency in that story. In all but one of those wins against Boston, Houston, Memphis, and Oklahoma City, all but one of them, they scored at least 115 points. They can beat anybody, but they have to score back. Here's the crazy stat group. The Warriors are 20-6 this year when they score at least 110 points. Not 120, that's a crazy high number. When they hit just a baseline of 110 points, 20-6. They're 5-18 when they fail to score 100 points. When the Warriors score, they can beat anyone. But the problem is, they only have one reliably good offensive player on the entire roster. That's Steph Curry. And yes, his production has been inconsistent this year, but he still gets guarded like Steph Curry. So even on the nights where Steph isn't hitting shots and isn't putting up the numbers he normally puts up, he's still regularly impacting the game offensively in a positive way every single night because of his craft, because of the way he's guarded. Everyone else is like a maybe they'll have it tonight kind of guy, right? Buddy Hield has shot 25% or worse from 3 in 22 games this year. Andrew Wiggins has hit 20 points 17 times, but he's failed to hit 15 points 13 times. So there's a lot of good Wiggins, and there's a lot of games where he just doesn't bring anything offensively. And Jonathan Kuminga has been just as likely to score 20 or more in a game this year as he is to score 12 or fewer. That's inconsistent, but that's not their fault. We've never considered Buddy Hield to be this consistently good offensive player. We've never considered Andrew Wiggins to be a legit second option, outside of that 1 year that him and Jordan Poole kind of combined to fill that role when they won the title. Jonathan Kuminga is 22 years old. It's completely irrational to expect those guys to be consistent producers on the offensive end of the floor. All of those guys are being asked to do something that's frankly above their pay grade. They're role players. And role players are always going to have dramatic highs and lows when it comes to like the grind of the regular season. The consistently great offensive players are not role players, they're stars. Then yeah, on the nights when all those guys play well and they hit their shots, they have a top 10 defense, and they're led by Steph Curry. So yeah, they can beat anything. That's why I was clamoring for this type of deal. You have this short little window here where you have Steph Curry on your team. Generational talent that you might never have again. You might literally never have this guy again. Think about the way the Luka Doncic trade was discussed over the course of the last few days. You want to know why Mavs fans were pissed? They're like, we might never have a player like Luka Doncic ever again in the history of the franchise. And they feel like they punted. Obviously, a little bit different circumstance in terms of the timeline. But the point is like, you have one of those guys. You might never have that guy again or anything close to potential. You don't just get to have top-tier superstars. How many of them are there in this league? 4, maybe 5? They're exceedingly rare. You had to give him a fighting shot. At least give him a chance. Even though it was risky, even though it cost you a draft pick, you were destined for a rebuild after this era anyway. You might as well go out with Steph playing in meaningful basketball games while you still get to enjoy Steph playing in meaningful basketball games. This ain't the little itty-bitty teeny tiny goal. This is Super Bowl 59. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Scoring touchdowns is key to hoisting the Vince Lombardi program. And you have a shot to score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. Right now, the Chiefs open is a very slight favorite at -1.5. Personally rooting for the Chiefs, mainly because I appreciate them as one of the greatest teams of all time, and as a Cowboys fan, I just cannot stand any success for the Philadelphia Eagles. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, You just go to Hoops. It's H-O-O-P-S. Let's go to Hoops for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Let's start with the Jimmy Butler angle on this first. Then we'll talk about the rest of the roster. Jimmy hasn't played in the playoffs since 2023 because of that fluky injury he suffered in the playing game, if you guys remember. But he was a consensus top 10 player in the league at that point. And he's kind of uniquely viewed as one of the few guys in the league that raises his level of play when he gets to the postseason. I've talked about this before. It's very simple. As a result, he just has a higher floor. He can change whatever he needs for that specific matchup. So there's less situations where his talent doesn't match up, more situations where talent does match up to the circumstance. And so he's able to play with it. Now, he had his ugly falling out with the Miami Heat. That's classic Jimmy. You've seen it before.